Hello everyone, welcome to another P3D video. My name is Adam. Today we're going to do a flight. This flight today is taking off from Moscow at the, I can never pronounce this thing, Sheremetyevo whatever airport, UUEE, going to Chisinau International. It's a bit miserable today, it's a bit raining. Temperature is only 2 degrees, which, surprise surprise for this, we are quite northern. The lights, there were lights just shining bright before, but I guess it's early morning. It's about 8:30, 8:40 in the morning, so I guess the lights have just got turned off now. The sun is rising slowly there, as you can see, and we are getting wet basically. So we're just waiting for the crew to turn up. Let me, in fact, call them, because I think, hello, yeah, can you hurry up, please? Because yeah, we do need you to come on board, yeah, because we're supposed to be taking off at I believe the flight plan says 10:30 today. So what time are we sitting at right now? 8:30. So we got a couple of hours actually. So actually, do you know what? We're all right, mate. If you want to nip to the shops real quick, you can. Right, we're gonna get on board because it's pissing with rain now. Let's get on board. We're flying the old BAC 111, the British Airways, the old livery. So, in fact, we've just called the fuelers. They should be turning up soon. Here comes the staff. I can see them now. So, there's quite a few other airplanes here. Now, I am on VATSIM, right? But at the same time, I'm using Pro ATC, so I've gone into observer mode in VATSIM, just because, you know, if I'm using Pro ATC, like, really shouldn't be using VATSIM, but because there's loads of traffic in VATSIM, I thought it'd be interesting to see how I can handle with the VATSIM traffic. They can't see me because I'm in observer mode, and how our takeoff will be navigated with people coming in, and because Pro ATC can't see the VATSIM traffic, but we can see both, so it should be quite fun, really. We've just called the fuel. It should be coming over. The staff are coming up, so boarding will be commencing pretty soon. Here they are. We should have them coming on. Right. Let's see here. We need to... We got ground power connected, so we should have the basic services here. So, let's see here. We want navigation light on. No? Can't have that. We want some lighting, to be honest. It's getting a bit dark in this cockpit. Where's the lights? This is a version of the BAC 111 that I'm not used to flying. I usually fly the British Caledonia livery, so you have to bear with, because everything's actually different on this version. I don't actually see the lights to flick on. Cabin lights. Let's turn the battery on. That's the APU. Turn the battery on.
Romeo Tango Top Oscar India November Tango 5 Alpha Charlie Lima Oscar Sierra Echo Delta close. Wind 200 degrees 5 meters per second. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Light rain clouds. Scattered 270 meters. Overcast 900 meters. Temperature tube 2.0 QNH 1010 QFE 741 millimeters 988 QNH 1010 departure frequency.
Right, turn it over to ATC. That was ATIS, that was. So there we right. It was. Oh, at least we got GSX still. So, okay. Operate the stairs. Call for the fuel. We won't have anybody. GSX gets a little bit touchy with the old people, so fuck them. They can walk.
Clearance delivery, Aeroflot 1390 with the 80 request clearance.
Aeroflot 1390, roger, runway clear to uniform, Yankee, via the Lima, India, Delta, Romeo, 3, Juliet, departure route, and then as filed, climb and maintain flight level 70, expect within 10 minutes after departure, departure frequency is 128.2, squawk 5764, QNH 1009.
Right. There we go. Right, I need to turn the lights on, but the lights, I can't actually, for some reason, they didn't flick on before. Navigation light, oh, now they do. Right. Window lights, test to the arm. Do you know what? I need my checklist. Right. Checklist says turn the battery on, which is what we did. And then usually you flick on like some lights so you can see what you're doing. Because the ground power is connected. We can do that. But the lighting doesn't. So in the old version, the lighting was here where it says stall protection. So I'm wondering, the stall protection, it's slightly different than it was. Auto ignition. Ooh, don't want to do that. Right, electrical. I didn't actually think the lighting was like the overhead was that different between the two variants. Isolation valve, hydraulics is up here. Oh, better turn those off. DC pump. Yeah, everything's different. Oh, here we go. Lighting, there it is. Right, beautiful. Well, none of it comes on. Oh, I've just clicked the fuel. I hope they gave me the right fuel. Right, staff are coming on board now. 105 people, evidently. Put the seatbelt signs on. Smoking signs on.
Hi, cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you.
Beautiful. Right, so let's start. First off, we need to get permission to take off.
Clearance delivery. Clipper 90350.
Clipper.
ATIS request clearance.
Clipper 90350. Clear to Lima.
Speedbird, actually, but
Kilo via the Lima, India, Delta, Romeo, 3, Hotel, departure route, and then as filed, climb and maintain flight level 110. Expect flight level 220 within 10 minutes
R3H
after
departure.
Frequency is
We're on 24 left.
3122.
We're cleared up to 11,000 feet, and then up to 22.
India Delta Romeo 3 Hotel
Squawking
climb to flight
3122.
Expect flight level 220.
And QNH is 1009. Beautiful.
Departure frequency 128.2.
Right.
Squawk 3122. QNH 1009.
1009.
90350.
Clipper 90350.
Should be Clipper.
Read back correct.
Squawking
Contact ground on 119.0.
3122. Oh, that's not the squawk.
Roger 119.0. Clipper 90350.
122. Okay. So I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start the APU. There should be lights in here. Like the lighting should have come on. It is armed, but none of the lighting is working for some reason. I don't know why. I'll turn it all on. Roof panel on. Everything's on. But still no lighting. I'm sure it'll flick on suddenly when I turn something on. Right, so
Ground Aeroflot 233.
Definitely
Cleared
have
off the runway. Request taxi
ground
departure.
power,
Aeroflot
ground
233
services.
via to gate Golf 1.
Via to gate Golf 1 Aeroflot 233.
Okay, fuel panel, time to set the APU up now. We need to start the APU, so APU needs to start. So we APU control on, push to start the APU, light goes out, APU should be started, and we've got, yep, voltage for the APU, APU generator control switch to normal.
Ground
Check.
Aeroflot 260, request taxi.
Which it is.
Aeroflot 260,
Got a fail on
runway
the
24 left. By runway 24 left.
engines.
Aeroflot 260.
Locate the option, make sure it's onto trip. And then check the APU indicator, make sure you have voltage set to normal. Air delivery valve should be open, and cross feed valve should be open, and then the LP valves should be open. So these are the LP valves. Then the transfer valves should be open, which they already are, and then the boosters go on.
Grand Aeroflot 2374. Request startup.
Air conditioning master set to APU.
Startup approved.
Set. Seatbelt signs on, emergency
Roger,
lights
startup
armed.
approved.
Pit
Aeroflot
outs are all off.
2374.
Anti-icing is off, check. Right, we are good to go. Hydraulics are all in the green now. Hydraulics.
Roger, startup
Here,
approved. Aeroflot
the old
2374.
But I think they're up here. Yeah, the hydraulics is on the upper panel. They've been moved. Interesting. So hydraulics are in the green, beautiful. DC pump should be off. Check. And then engine and auxiliary hydraulic pumps all on. Check. And then check to make sure the trim is zeroed. Let me just remove that to check my trim. Zero that. Ooh, wiggle, wiggle. One down, one up. So in the center is 0. Beautiful. How are we doing with the loading of passengers? 46 to go. So navigation lights should go on, which I've already done. Fuel on board. We check the fuel gauges, which are down here. Check fuel. It is full. We are absolutely full. I mean, in all honesty, we should only have 27,000 pounds of actual fuel. So unfortunately, you have to kind of manually do it. It doesn't have a system to do that on. So 27,000 pounds of fuel. Well, unfortunately, I can only hold 25,000 pounds of fuel. Oops. So that's a bit of a problem. Because evidently for my flight I need more. This is going to be an interesting flight. So right, let's load up the baggage here. So payload, max gross weight is 104,000 pounds. So we're carrying 105 people. The payload evidently is 25,000 pounds. So 24,000 pounds. There we go. Basically, we're maxed out on weight. So we are heavy like a heavy. Okay, so then we have to calculate for the trim. I do know that when you're maxed out full, the trim is set to 3 up. So we can just put that to 3 up. But usually you'd calculate it based on the weight of the plane with the fuel and yada yada yada. We're going to put that in heading mode. We were told we were taking off from runway 24 left, so let's get our charts up and have a look at our departure. So that guy must be from FLIGHTSIM. They don't speak Russian. Right, we're on the Lider SH or 3H departure, which is that one. Let's have a look at that departure. Lider 3. They should be speaking English, to be honest. They shouldn't be speaking Russian.
Крыловский 9117, разрешаю предварительный после 14 правая, вылява перемычка
3H, that's it.
Хотел 2.
So here's our departure.
Альфа 2.
So we've got a transition altitude of 10,000 feet, so I can set my altitude for 10,000 feet straight away. Oh, it doesn't work like that on this plane. You don't set an actual altitude, you just have to watch your altitude. Right, okay, yep, fair enough. So airport elevation 630 feet off the ground, so we've got some restrictions here. We've got a restriction at default of 9 to 10,000 feet, speed 250, so we can't exceed 250. God, they're already boarded, so shut those doors. So we're all boarded up here. Right.
Clearance delivery. Shuttle 2511.
Shuttle.
Status request clearance.
Shuttle 2511. What's your parking position?
Our parking position is Terminal 1, Shuttle 2511.
Shuttle 2511. Clear to Lima, uniform Kilo Kilo. Via to Lima, India Delta, Romeo 3, Hotel departure, and then as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 90. Expect flight level 220 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.2. Work 4751. UNH 1009er.
Goodbye, Lima, India Delta, Romeo 3, Hotel climb to flight level 90. Expect flight level 220 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.2. Squawk 4751. QNH 1009er. Shuttle 2511.
There we go.
Shuttle 2511. Read back correct. Contact ground on 119.0.
Beautiful. Right,
Roger,
so
119.0.
take zero that off.
2511.
APU's running, so we don't need ground power. Can disconnect that because we're running on the APU now. We should have lighting in here. I don't know why none of the lighting works. Chart light works, but that's not exactly bright. Very strange. Right, okay.
Ground Shuttle 2511. Request startup and pushback.
Shuttle 2511. Startup pushback approved.
Right.
Approved.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The captain speaking. On behalf of all the crew, welcome aboard. We're just closing up the doors now. In-flight services management and all the crew will be doing what they can to make this a very pleasant journey for you. Very shortly, however, should be playing the aircraft safety video. It does contain some very important safety information, so I would ask that you give your complete attention, please. In the meantime, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the Cathay service.
Okay, let's get pushback here going. So, do we want pushback? Yeah, I think we also want the icing treatment as well. Right, we're taking off 24 left, so 24 left, 240 on the heading. We won't set that. Oh, VORs. Bugger. I haven't got my VORs. How are we going to fly the plane without knowing where we're going? This is an old plane. It's all done by VOR navigation. There's no VOR. Oh, that's the first one, is it? 113.6. I'm hoping that we'll have another one as well. What's that one? 113. Captain Plonker here. Hey, Captain, where are we going? Don't know, mate. Haven't sorted that out yet. I guess the plane would know where it's going. It's like, oops. Right. Let me get rid of that. Right, so is there any VORs along here? Okay, so the first VOR we could fly to is 114.2. That would get us our initial heading, and then we can go on to 112.70, and then that would hit us up for, I believe this is 113.6. That would, yeah, beautiful. Right. Whew. That was close. Right. So we're getting de-icing treatment here because it's they're going to actually de-ice our plane.
Ground Aeroflot 2106.
Here we go.
Request startup.
Aeroflot 2106.
Ground to cockpit. We are ready for de-icing.
Startup approved. Aeroflot 2106.
Right, we'll have Type 3 fuel, please. 100%.
Should be a few minutes. I'll call you back when we're done.
Startup approved. Aeroflot 2106.
100% concentration. Starting de-icing.
De-ice that bitch. That's it, de-ice the plane, boys. Get it so we can take off, so the icing doesn't affect our plane. Right, let's set the rest of this up while we're doing that. Right, nav lights are on. I mean, to be honest, they're saying nav lights are on. The ice inspection. The nav lights are on, but I don't actually see any lights. Like, there should be a wheel well light here, but for some reason, it ain't actually working. In this, it does work in the other versions. Like all the other BAC 111s I fly, the lights actually do work, so I don't know what to say about that.
Aeroflot 143.
Okay, we're done here. Anti-icing is completed. Type 3. 100% concentration. Okay, our trucks are clear. We're disconnecting now and have a good flight.
Thank you very much, sir. Air conditioning masters to close. Ram air valve should be set to normal. Now the ram air valve in the other model is down here, but I don't actually see that.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Oh, okay. I'll wait then. Where are... Oh, here they are. So open ram and safety valve. Engine control, trip both generators, which are these things here. Trip that. Yeah, we are ready for pushback, mate. That's tripped. Start clearance has been obtained. They will start pushing us back very soon. They haven't asked us to release the brakes yet, though. Beacon on.
Locking gear.
Windows, we got navigation, we got main well. I wonder if I can actually turn that off. That's weird. Is that? No. I don't know. Let's extend the lights pretty much to go. Let's give them. Oh, sugar. Yeah, we don't want to be spinning around, man. Let's get them to really push me back to a funky spot. Just to make them earn their pushback. There we go. That'll do me.
Right. Conditions. Please stand by for engine start until push compartment and brakes set.
Dude, I can't hear when you all talk at once. Right. Parking brakes off.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
Okay, I will. Right, engine top temperature on. It's default by on. Throttles closed.
1134.
Check.
Quest startup.
We have to wait until we've got pushback done before we can start engines.
Roger. Startup approved. Aeroflot 1134.
Oh, that one didn't work. RIP.
Airflot 113 or taxi via to runway 24.
Via to runway 24, Aeroflot 1134.
Wherever you begin your journey, we're here to make the experience effortlessly smooth and enjoyable. Because your safety is important to us, please take a few minutes to watch our video.
I don't know why they're speaking Cantonese to the passengers.
Aeroflot 2380. Request startup.
Passengers should be like Russian.
Roger. Startup approved. Aeroflot 2380. Roger. Startup approved.
I think I might have accidentally selected Cantonese with these people instead of a different one. Oh well. There's a load of Chinese people that need to go down to Moldova. I guess there's some sort of Nintendo convention or something, I don't know. Even though that's Japanese, but whatever. Oh, with a plane taking off behind. Beautiful. Feel sorry for this dude, he's just sitting in the rain. And there's a guy that's walking as well, isn't he? Hey, he's got to walk. These dudes are hardcore. Oh, there's another plane over there. Alright, as soon as the pushback's complete, we can actually turn on the engines. Let me make sure everything's set up here correctly. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's put the first VOR in. Oh, we got lighting here now. 114.2. So, 114.
Set parking brakes.
Set parking brakes. Set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Okay, sir. I will tell you when my engines are ready. 114.2. And then the next one after that is 112.7. So 112.7. 2.7. There we go. So that's all set up for the navigation. Right, engine start. Here we go. So it says here the engine start controls are located in the panel overhead. The central selector knob has 3 positions: off, motor, and start. Turn the knob to the start. So that's that one. Start. Open up the HP cock. So engine 2 set to open. And then back on the overhead panel, locate the left engine starter switch and set, or in our case, the right. So set that up. And then set this, and we got to wait for the lights to kick off. I can hear it whirring. Lights out, it's ignited. Monitor the engine gauges on the main center panel, the RPM tachometer, which is this thing here. We've got to make sure it actually rises up correctly, and then sort of have a look at these as well, making sure that the one on the left, or the right, sorry, is the one moving. So yes, oil pressure's rising, beautiful. I got a correct start on the right engine. I'm going to tell GSX that good engine start. Right, so now we put that to start, and we're going to start the left engine now. So open up the cock, put that to start, and start the left engine.
Ground, Aeroflot 2502, left taxi. Aeroflot 2502.
Unlocking gear.
Taxi via to runway 24 left, via to runway 24 left. Aeroflot 2502.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass
Engine's just caught fire, like caught lit, sorry, as in it's working. Right, so when both engines are started and settled, switch the left and right ignition controls to reset, which will be these two here. We got to make sure it's actually fired first. So yes, all good. Okay.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, so set these to reset. Set that to start. Or off, rather. Switch the left-hand generator to reset, and then to normal.
1162, request taxi.
And then the gen warning lights should extinguish, which they have, so we can now turn on to engine power. So now we're being powered by our engines. It says check that the gauges are showing normal readings, and then start the master to off, which I've already done. And the ignition switch to off as well. So we can put that to low now. The ignition starts are off. And then switch the APU air delivery and air crossfeed valve to off, which, well, they already are, to be honest. Oh, no, they're not. They're off. And unless your flight duration is an hour or less, which it isn't, it's over an hour, you can turn off the APU. So APU control off, which means we're doing that. We then have to switch the APU generator control to trip. And it gets rid of that one, and we should have no lights. Oh, here we go, the master valves. So basically the master valves are set to open when the APU is turned off. So set to open. No anti-ice. Control surface check. Rudder works. That works. Beautiful. I don't like the thingy there, so I'll remove it. We got good engine start. Right, so now we can request taxi. And the taxi lights can go on. Extend.
Runway 24 left, shuttle 2511.
And we got runway turn-off lights as well. Nice. We can put them on. Oh no, we can't. They're not modelled. Fair enough. Burn. But the lights are on now, at least. We have got lights on. Right. That is cool. Right. Let's call to take us to the taxi, to the runway. Before takeoff checklist now. Hydraulics, pumps 1 and 2 auxiliary. 1 is on, 2 is off. So that's over here. So auxiliary 1 is on. So that's on. 2 is off. Door warning lights are all out, which is on this side. Perfect. Parking brake is off when the dude gets here. We select the flaps for takeoff. We're going to go with flaps 8, I believe, for takeoff. A dude should be coming to pick us up soon, wherever he is. He'll be running in soon. There he is. He's coming on the way. Trim is set. Speed brakes checked. Set. Yaw dampener. I believe that should be on. Cut off. Board spoilers. Normal. Okay. Takeoff speeds have been checked and verified. Our rotate speed is 153 knots. That's quite fast. Reverser lights are out. I don't even know where that is. Low fuel. Transfer pumps are all on. Booster pumps are on. Cross-feed valve to do with going on. We should be all good with the fuel. That fuel light. Low fuel. We have got full fuel. I know that. Right, where's our dude? Is he waiting somewhere? He usually waits behind the aircraft. Let's see him. There he is. Oh, he wants us to go that way. Right, okay. Brakes off. Let's give it some power. Let's tell the ladies to sit down. I think they've still got to do their speech.
Cabin crew, please be seated for
takeoff. Engine. Whirl up. There we go. Engine's moving up. We should start moving in a second. He says. Come on, dude. We ain't got any chocks, have we? Ah, we are moving. Okay. Right, here we go. Right, and we're off. I can't believe you can't set the turn-off lights. It's a bit of a rip, isn't it? Oh, hang on. What's this up here? I got lights as well to turn on. That's... Hang on. Where am I turning? I'll sort that out in a second. I'm wondering if I should have turned on these. Off. Oh, there we go. That's what it was. Bloody hell.
Ground, Aeroflot 1513.
Storm light, can't change that.
Aeroflot 1513.
Where's the dude gone?
Taxi vehicle gate Golf 2.
We have a gate Golf 2, Aeroflot 1513.
Beautiful. Now that looks a bit better. So they're all on my side. Right. Master warning. I did. It was off. Right. Heading mode activated. Beautiful. A bit slow. Right. Taxi checklist now. Pit outs on. Check. Anti-icing as required. It is 2 degrees on the ground, which means in the air it's definitely going to be minus. So we better turn on some of this stuff. Turn on the high, I think. Turn on engine anti-ice. That's on. That's on. Turn it on for a light to indicate to us. Beautiful. Autopilot, make sure that's turned off. Check. Transponder is on, checked. Start switch is set to relight. Set that to motor and then set that to relight. Water injection engine, and we have had clearance to go to the runway, so now it's just takeoff time. Beautiful. Bye bye Moscow. And we're taking off 45 minutes early, nearly an hour early.
There are emergency exits on the scene. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the
Right.
number of rows of this exit. So the cabin
We have to make sure that there's nobody coming in to land on this runway that we're about to cross over.
oxygen masks will drop down from the rear seat.
Nope. Okay. Speedbird 2511 crossing runway 25. Oh, hang on. What is this? 25? Is that an L? That's a C. The center. Oh. Fair enough. So we're taking off from one of these over here then. Okay. Right. Let's contact
Tower Shuttle 2511 at runway 24 left.
Shuttle
24 left.
2511, contact tower on 120.7.
We got to contact her before we can get permission to get on board. The so parking brake set. Contact tower.
Tower Shuttle 2511 at runway.
Plus we have to wait for this dude anyway.
Shuttle 2511, line up runway 24 left.
Right, he's getting on the runway, so we're going to have to wait for him. I mean, we've been told to line up on the runway, but he's already rolling, so...
Aeroflot 2502, line up runway 24 left.
Lining up runway 24
He's just been told to line up now. He said he was waiting, and then he was told to line up, even though I was told to line up as well. But I'm going to wait for him, because, like... generous like that. So we'll get to see this dude take off here. Aeroflot. What is that? An Airbus plane? Looks like an Airbus. Let's say on the Russian Airlines. It's an Airbus A320.
2502. wind 200 at 12, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for
Safe
takeoff.
flight.
Runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Zero slot 2.
Right, there's a dude on the move there, so we're gonna just inch a little bit forward because I don't want him to take our place. Plus, he's taking off. Well, we should be allowed to go on the runway after he takes off. Right, so we're gonna put the landing lights on. Landing lights on. Still can't do the turnway lights. Right. So if I slowly roll onto the runway, this dude here should wait. Because I have had permission to take off, he wouldn't have had yet. And that guy is plenty away, so we should be good. You wait, boy. You wait. Don't you come on the runway, mate. My turn. I'm telling you now. Yeah, he's waiting there. Good boy. Okay. So we should get permission to take off.
Shuttle 251.
Here we go.
Wind 200 at 12.
Permission to take off.
4 left, clear for takeoff. Safe flight.
Safe flight.
Runway 24 left.
Rock and roll! Why is my gear trying to go up? That's weird. Why did the throttle's up? Here we go. 153 rotation. We are heavy. We're gonna need all of this runway. 80 knots only. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. 100. Man, we're heavy. We are heavy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I don't know if we'll make 22,000 feet, to be fair. 130. 140. V1. Rotate. And we're off.
Pacifica 847.
Ooh.
Final request landing. Runway 24 right.
Pacifica 847.
Wheels up. She's
Runway
heavy. She
24
is heavy. Right, trim up.
QNH 1013.
Trim up before I crash this thing.
Runway 24 right.
Off.
Final approach speed. QNH 1013. Pacifica 847.
Right. Flaps up. Man, barely got this thing in the air. Right, autopilot on.
Runway 24 left. Request departure.
Shuttle 2511 with you, passing 1,300. Full flight of 90.
2511.
Heading mode, we should now get a VOR. Climb to flight level 90.
India Delta Romeo 3 Hotel departure, climbing to flight level 90. Shuttle 2.
Right, got to watch the speed here. We got to keep that under 250, so we need a bit more of an up, because it can't go above 250. There is a speed restriction. So we'll pitch the plane up a bit to keep that speed down, because we're full flaps. I mean, I don't know which way I'm going. The VOR hasn't kicked in. Let's just switch that, see if it kicks. No. VOR hasn't synced in, so I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going here. Let's check in with the hopefully, oh, I can't check in. Bugger, that's a problem, isn't it? Right, 4,000 feet. We're at 250 feet, so let's bring the throttles back a little bit. Can't exceed 250 speed limits and all that. We've already lost the ground. That's gone bye-bye. Weather's that bad. Usually the VOR is already kicked in by now and told me which way to go. It hasn't. So I'm not sure which direction I'm supposed to be going. Okay, let's have a look at the charts. Oh, we're going on course. Oh, okay. We're heading for a course heading...
2511, climb to flight level 220.
220, check.
Maintain flight level 220.
Right, increase speed. We're going up to 22,000 feet now. So 6,000. I'm just going to turn off the, retract the lamps now. Right, speed is going down, so we need to decrease our rate of climb. Make sure we don't stall. If that goes down to 160, we're going to stall out of the sky. It's like that. It's that dirty weather. I can't see the ground at all. Right. 1,800. This thing is working, isn't it? 114.2. That's what I put in. Yep. I mean, these VORs, they have a range on them, so it's not like it's thousands of miles range. It's usually less than hundreds of miles, so you have to be quite a distance from the beacon to even pick it up. And I don't even know where that beacon is, actually. I mean, yeah, 260, we need to turn 260. Let's do a turn 260. We'll have to follow the charts. So usually what would happen is, because obviously they don't have a moving map of where they are, they have to go by waypoints and altitudes. So at 10,000 feet, we turn 245.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall be starting our meals and drink service. For entertainment, we have a wide selection of video and audio channels. Program details can be found in Discover magazine, along with healthy flying tips to help you relax during your flight.
10,000 feet, that's when we turn off all these, which we already did.
After the meal service.
Gotta keep an eye on this speed here.
Found in Discover the Shop magazine in your seat pocket. Electronic devices such as laptop computers may now be switched on.
Right, so when we get to 10,000 feet, I'm going to go 245.
Ensure these are disabled as they may interfere with aircraft instruments and systems. For your safety,
slow that down a bit.
If using a blanket,
can't go over. I mean, once we get over 10,000 feet, we can actually, I believe the speed limit is gone. So above 2,000, above 10,000 feet, we can actually increase our speed. We give it beans then. Clouds. Right, 245, wasn't it? Let's turn 245. There we go, we can see a bit of land down there. Bit of snow. Ooh, look at that. Hey. Beautiful. Right, we can now go as fast as we like, so let's increase the speed. There is no more, we're basically sticking on this heading now. I've got to find the next 116.4 is the next sort of heading, which let's tune in 116.4. 116.4. That should actually pick it up. It should now change. Because we are close. 62 miles away. Oh, because that's why we're pretty much on the money. That's why. We're already on the...
First and like welcome everyone on our flight.
Oh,
we're currently cruising at an altitude of 13,000 feet. And at a ground speed of approximately 300 miles per hour.
We are moving closer to that, but it hasn't showed up here. We are on VOR. Like, it says VOR 1. This is the VOR 1 navigation. That's the VOR 2. So why isn't it... If I was to turn it to VOR, and this is now going to turn me to the VOR by default, it doesn't do anything. I wonder if in this version of the plane it's actually broken. Right, we got to set standard now. So 2992 is the standard. Oh no, 2993. That's the standard altitude pressure. This is going to be an interesting. If the VOR navigation don't work on this plane, I'm screwed. Like, I'm going to go off course. So I don't know. 116.4, and that is the VOR point by this one as well. Saying that though, that is actually 113.6. That's set up.
11, clear to intersection, Echo 804, turn right, heading 270.
270.
Echo 804, intersection, turn right to heading 270, shuttle 2511.
Check.
2511, contact radar on 119.5.
3.6.
119.5, shuttle 2511. Radar shuttle 2511 with you, passing flight level 1604, flight level 220.
SHT 2511, roger.
Look at that. Look at that. Beautifuls. Right. Oh, our speed is dropping like... Right, we need to lose our pitch. Go to 700 feet. That should increase our speed. Speed's a little bit too low. Obviously. Right. That should start increasing now. I mean, on full throttle, flaps up, speed brake up. Like, there's nothing. We're on autopilot, so the autopilot is moving my trim, so that's not a reason. That needs a bit more. Let's try 500 feet. It's gonna struggle to get to 22. We might have to ask for 20 because I don't think we're gonna make it. Let's request altitude 20,000 feet.
SHT 2511, climb to flight level 200.
200. Might not even make that one, to be honest. If this drops any more. So, right, 500 feet per minute. Man, that's not even an increase. They'll never know. So let's take the seatbelt signs off, and we'll tell them that we've reached cruise. They won't even notice the difference at 500 feet per minute. You know. Barely.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just a short message from the cockpit to let you know we have in fact reached our cruise level. We're now level at 35,000 feet. We're not anticipating
Oh, he just told me we're level at 35,000 feet.
Please make sure you
Why? I don't know.
And please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
We're nowhere near for 35,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start serving drinks. The tray table is in the down position.
Right.
Clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
116.3. I'm going to tune into that one now. 116.4. Oh, no wonder. 116.3. See what happens. Nothing. So the VOR navigation on the 500 series doesn't actually work. That's a big burn. 113.6. That's a big problem. I'll never be able to fly this series again. Let's try the next waypoint, 103.6. What's this here? Oh, engine 1's fire suppression. No thanks. Yeah, that's a Bit of a problem, that. Right, we need to turn to the left a bit. I mean, yeah. ADF, nav 1, set, VOR indicated 1. Yeah, let's toggle them, maybe it'll wake them up. VOR 2, VOR 1. Nav 1, ADF 1. Well, let's try the VOR 2 actually. So nav here. Try 103.6. So 113.6. Nothing. Bullshit. Right, so yeah. Our rate now a little bit. Take a bit of a speed. So we're gonna have to literally fly by these charts and use it like a GPS because the VOR navigation system on this plane don't actually work. Bummer. We're almost at cruise. Top of climb according to the ATC is never. We never reach cruise. Weird. Maybe because I changed the altitude. Right, we're coming up on our cruise, so let's slow our rate of descent. 300. And then we can get this sucker leveled. It's a shame about that. Right. 300 feet. Y'all dump. That should not be on. And coming up to 20,000 feet. They're enjoying a coffee. Let's give them some booze as well. The booze hounds in the back. 20,000 feet. Confirmed. Altitude hold switch on. And it should hold me at 20,000 feet. Come on, pitch back up. Needles rising slowly. This can't go above that red line, otherwise we just reduce some engines. Right. Really up here. So now we can turn the booster pumps off during the cruise. Right, after takeoff checklist, gear up, flaps up, APU off. Start switches can go off now. Yep, check. That can go off. Seatbelt signs are off. APU air delivery closed. Check. APU crossfeed.
SHT2511, turn to heading 285.
285?
Heading 285, shuttle 2511.
285. Okay, roger. We'll have to ask him to course correct me. Hydraulic pumps 1 and hydraulic auxiliary 1 and 2 off. So that's off. Altimeters have been set. Fuel transfer pumps are on and open. Check. Yes. And that's it. We are set now. It's just a case of navigating this bitch down to Moldova. So we're going this way, all the way down to here. by the sea. So yeah, and that's it basically. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to kill the video now, and I'll bring us back just before top of descent, and we will land this baby. Tough plane to land as well, by the way. So there we go. Enjoy the view. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and don't forget, if you subscribe to my channel and you comment down below, at the end of December you'll win £25 worth of Sim Market gift vouchers. And go buy yourself an add-on. One lucky winner. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.